Need to go that way a touch. Just lift it. You go towards you. Yeah, that might be the easier way to do it. We're hooked on it. Fingers out. Yeah, perfect.
I know. I'm feeling like I'm going to get it this take. Don't you dare, Inky. G'day, we are back, and this time I'm showing you what we've got. A new canopy on the back of Snowflake actually, and I'm going to go through the reasoning why we got it. As you saw in the previous footage, where we took off the old fridge slide, we took off the old toolbox. Yeah, so we took all that stuff off. We didn't need it, off the original factory fitted Toyota aluminium tray. And then we had a canopy put on. The reasoning why, it keeps most of the stuff protected and dry, and we can lock it up. And we can keep more stuff in it. So obviously with camping or maybe glamping, we tend to collect more and more stuff, so at least now we can keep it dry. So that's what we've done. The first mission in going around finding a new canopy ended up resulting in finding a tray as well. So we soon figured out that the tray just wouldn't cut it. We didn't want the headboard, we didn't see any need for it, so we just wanted a flat tray and then to put the canopy on it. So we understood the dimensions. It was probably getting a tray that suited that was the hardest part. I did go one day, spent all that money, what was it, $100 or so? I think it was $100 on the ferry, cross on the ferry in the hope, and I had all the tray prepared and stuff, and in the hope that we'd come back, or I'd come back with a new canopy, but it wasn't to be. So it didn't quite suit our needs. And I think when you custom your canopies, you can do it to suit your needs, and then not thinking about when you need to, or if you ever want to on-sell it, how it's going to suit other people. So that was one of the hardest things that we learnt straight off. And then we ended up speaking to a lot of the companies, and a couple of them are well-known ones. They might not be the best ones, but they certainly are on budget. And we just found the communication hard to deal with in understanding what we wanted and what they were going to supply for us. So that was the difficulty there. So we happened to chance our luck on TC boxes, and they were more than willing to help us out. So, and as luck would have it, we managed to snag one of the first flatbed trays that they had coming out. So we managed to get that and the canopy. So I'll go around and I'll explain a bit more about it. So filming wise, I had this little guy helping me out. Anything to say about the canopy? No? Okay. When are we going camping? So as you can see, that's it there, TC boxes. And I think it's up on the canopy up here as well. So we've got the whale tail handles upgraded to black, just for aesthetics. And I thought it looked better anyway. And Snowflake deserves to be special. And then you can lock it, every one of these whale tails. So I think we've got 4 on the canopy and then 1 each on the under storage tray boxes. So we've got 1 each for those, but you can also padlock it as well. So that's the advantage there, it will padlock up. So that's that one. I think it's going to come down to a point in time where we might, one of the upgrades will be getting a, getting a central locking system. All right, so there we go, that's the inside of it. You might have already seen us putting the fridge on. So we did have a little bit of a hassle putting the fridge on. So there it is there. And you can see how new it is because it's still got the dust from putting for the metal shavings from drilling in holes and stuff like that. And they had to lift up the fridge slide. So we got, I'll go around and show you, but we got a clear view drop down slide. So I'll go around and show that. But that's the inside of the TC boxes. So it's got the nice gas struts there. And the other thing too is that with the locking of it, this little bit here, I'm not sure what the technical word is for it, but we'll call it little bit. It actually sits down lower here when you're locking it, so it's more theft proof, I suppose. Yeah, so it's just a little bit longer, which is handy, I think. So that's it. So some of the upgrades that we're thinking about getting on the inside is a smallish kitchen, a pantry,
Maybe.
hopefully a pantry, putting some marine carpet down just to protect it and so stuff won't slide around. For now we're going to travel with it with just basically everything in boxes, so all our clothes, the toilet. What else?
Can I speak for a minute?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Alright, move back. It's close on me. Part of the upgrade that we want to do, which is more something I want to do, this is the end we're going to put our electrics in. We're going to have a U-Butte inverter system where we can charge all our camera gear, everything like that when we're out on the road and be off the grid for at least a week. So that'll fill up probably this sort of area. We'll put in a couple of batteries and a power board. So that's the future plan for that, but that's more my thing. Back to you.
I'll show you, the dimensions are basically 1800 by 1800 by the way too, so that's the dimensions of it. Yeah, so the electrics will go on this side, and I'm not sure what else. We've got a hot water service, we've got a toilet, we've got to carry water,
And our clothes.
and the clothes are the main things for now. So we've got the under storage tray, 750 wide. We didn't go for the little bit, we could have gone a little bit longer, and we sort of opted not to go longer, and really I'm not sure why now, but oh, there we go. Now we have had it for a few hours, haven't we? A few hours, and it rained, and you can see a little bit of water in it, so I'm not sure why it leaks a little bit. The other side had water in it too, but yeah, so we can store stuff in there. And obviously with that one, we got the matching whale tail locks as well. So you might be thinking, but where are we going to store our wood? That's all right, because we've got it in our camper trailer. So we're going to store it in here, which is where we normally used to store it anyway, so to keep it protected from the rain. So it's going in there, in the back of the toolbox. And don't forget, we've also got all this storage in the camper trailer as well, underneath our bed. All right, so we've got these new Butte lights, the round ones, LED. They look all right when they're on. I heard someone going, yeah, they look awesome. I think we're all about the looks. Alrighty, so now we've got our little reverse camera right in the centre now. It never used to be. It used to be all the way over here. Yeah, and our number plate fell off a couple of times, hence all the scratches. So we've got the drawer. So it pretty much goes the length. I think it might be about 1700 or something long. It pretty much goes the length of the canopy or the tray. So we've got a little bit at the front, so we can store probably ratchet straps, you know, easy access stuff, and the stuff for the camper trailer, our hitch things, and yeah, hitch pins and stuff. So we can store that stuff in there. It's not very big. It's only, you know, maybe 100 mil wide. And then if we lift it up, so the plan is to store flat stuff, because that's only maybe about 200 high, I think. And we'll get the tape measure. And
about 120.
About 120. No, not even that. 120. So 120, and then yeah, shovel or axe. Our our cooking plate. Anything flat, and that makes quite a loud noise when you close it. Yep. Always remember that you shut it, because we did see someone drive off once and they had it open and their tray flew open. Yeah, so you've got to make sure you always shut that. And then we've got the fridge slide. Do you want to demonstrate that again? So we did struggle to get it working the first time, but now we've got it working. So it just unlocks, and this is a clear view easy slide. It's the biggest one. we've got a little bit of space to probably upgrade. Yep. Calm muscles, you can do it. Yeah. And it's probably just the right height to get stuff. So the other one, obviously, if it's up higher, if you want to lift it up, just
it's got different height settings, that's all.
Yeah. Yep. So obviously if it's up at this height, I can't, this is what I can see, that's it. So I can't get in to do stuff. Just a bit short. Okay, so I think there's supposed to be a little aerial looking thing that you can put your cable on so you don't get it hooked up, caught up on the mechanics side. So we'll get that hooked up, and we still don't have our plug. That would be this one here. We're going to upgrade that and come out the back, probably in the center, so then we can do all the electronics, the electronic board set up out the back there. We've got another, well, obviously you've got to have a box for each side. And what do you think we might put in there?
Oh, I reckon we might fit the compressor. It does fit, although it doesn't look like it.
So we've got the compressor in there, and then we can put more stuff like ratchet straps,
yeah, a little bit of room,
maybe dog stuff. Sometimes dog stuff can be easier to grab out of those areas. And again, these boxes have got the longer thing. Can't remember what I called it the first time. Whatchamacallit, thingy majiggy, yeah. And obviously they've got their logo and on the back of the tray, so that's a tray. And what have you got there?
This comes in a bag.
A baggie. So the Clearview comes with a tray. Yeah. Nice.
When you go to the fridge, carrying stuff to put in or out, it's always a bit tricky. If you come around this side, yeah, so once you've got this lowered,
lower it
all the way down, make sure it is locked in. Fiddle it out a bit more. Put your little bits down.
First time we're using it, so we're learning about it.
Yeah.
And it can hold a fair bit of weight. It'll be good enough for what we need. Yeah. So yeah, as you're getting your stuff out, I wish I had a can handy. That would be extra. Pull something out and then put it
It's
down
more
there.
also putting stuff back in too. When you're carrying a hand load and then you go, can't open the fridge.
Yeah.
It's a good prep space.
Yeah. So that's that. Now, another upgrade that we would like to do is the lighting on the inside and insulation if we can. I think definitely on the roof, I think it will be better monitor the fridge temperature and keep that at where we need it to be at. So it's pretty much it. Obviously we got the guards came with the tray. So as you can see, it doesn't have a headboard. That's just part of the tray. You can have a lift on, lift off. We've just got it bolted on. We plan to pretty much leave it on. Don't want to stuff around with it too much. So there's not a lot of room between. So we've just got to work out where we're going to put our water. And then we had to move our awning. That just had to be moved up a little bit. So it just overhangs a bit more at the end. But it's handy because when we go into underground car parking lots, we know where our height is. So at the moment we don't have an aerial on. I broke it. Moving right along. Yeah, so that's it. If you've got any questions on it, let us know. We'll put all the specs of everything and where we got stuff. We had the guys from All 4 Fabrication. If you look them up, they fitted everything out for it, and they did it in pretty good time too. It didn't take them too long to do. It was less than a day. So that's it from me today. Don't forget to give us a big like up, or a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button. Hit, and we'll catch you in the next video.